Here we go once again. Keystone here, Stone and Bone Pacoima Perspektive. Today we got the general with us again, BKrazie, and a special guest. Our first Keyway decided to come sit down with us today, man. So that's an exciting thing. Like you say, we crossing all colored lines from the streets to the White House. And let's give a good salute to the young Keyway for Pacoima Perspektive kicking off, man. So we got Lil CRat in the house with us today, man. Hey,
Yo,
what's up, Lil
salute.
CRat? How's
What's going?
everything, man?
Man, everything good, man. Couple steady, one day at a time.
Yeah, man. We glad you came through with us, man. You been tapping in and checking us out for a minute and tapping in with crazy shit. So
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
cool, man. I'm
Oh
glad
yeah.
you been. I'm glad we appreciate your support. First of all,
Yeah, we
let's
All,
get
appreciate
that.
it.
We
all the time.
appreciate your support, homie. That's 100 for real.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah, we
yeah,
sure
it,
do
it
appreciate
it always feel good when somebody see the vision and support. It make a motherfucker feel like, yeah, maybe we are doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
for
so
sure.
it do mean a lot. I'm gonna let you know for real, it do mean a lot.
And like I
100.
say, this platform is for Pacoima, man. Red, blue, green, yellow. You know what I'm saying? You gonna come on here, spit your perspective. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And try to keep it. You know, we ain't trying to have the other podcasters where they really be shooting too many slugs. We trying to keep it kid friendly as possible, man. But get some real authentic facts on some history of some Pacoima guys.
Oh
You
yeah, for
know.
sure.
So
Yeah, man.
if you don't mind, tell us a little bit, introduce us to you. Give us a little formal runaround right quick.
Man, my name David Jenkins, man. I was born and raised. I was on Eustis and DeGarmo Avenue,
Well,
right there.
look,
Wow.
look. What year was you born? Let's start off right.
Nin-
What year was you born?
1978.
Wow,
Baby.
1978. Okay. And you
19.
say you was on Eustis and DeGarmo?
Correct, for sure. Right across the
Okay.
street from Vine Street Elementary School.
Vaughn Street. Okay. Wow.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
over on what we would call the west side, huh?
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Correct. Yeah. Man, I was born
Okay.
and raised right there on the corner house, right there. You feel me? So it was like I went to Vine Street,
That's what I was gonna ask.
I went to Telfair, I went to uh
What up, fellas?
Plymouth Red, what up?
What's up, homies?
All right, I went to
Hey,
San Fernando Junior High, San Fernando High School. You know what I mean?
Oh, you went to San Fernando High School too?
Yes, sir.
but probably
Okay.
when you went there, I was about to say, did you play ball? But probably when you went there, you was already crip.
Nah, I was crippin'. It was too late for that.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you know
That's
what
what I
though, bro?
said.
Hey, you hear me? I played for the Bears though. Hey,
It's
Oh, okay. I was
okay.
gonna ask you that. I was gonna ask if you had
Yeah,
any Pop Warner, if you had any Pop Warner experience.
man, shout out to Coach Kelly, man. Rest in
most
peace,
definitely.
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I played for the Bears.
Who was on your Bears team?
Oh man, I had Jason Dorsey, David Kelly, Chauncey was can't remember Chauncey last name, but it was a quite a few of us. We matter of fact, shit, we took it all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Y'all got a chip?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yep.
That's the
Oh.
Bears.
hmm
So what was your record against the Trojans?
Against the Trojans?
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, listen, that was like our number one ally. To me, that was like Crippin' Blood shit. Hey, listen.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, look, it was back and forth. It was hit and miss, man. It was hit and miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, from the Bears to the Trojans, I'm gonna just call it kind of even because we had good years, we had bad years. You know what I mean? They
Right.
good years was they bad years, so it was just we had matter of fact it was Damian Thompson was on the Trojans.
Yeah, that's D gangster.
That's
Yeah, my
D
little
gangster,
brother.
Yeah.
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 T-Juan Douglas.
T1.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
he
gonna
was.
say
Hey,
that
just
because
Yeah.
KD say y'all was born in the same year, so I figured you probably ran up against KD.
oh
Yeah,
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 y'all
yeah,
had
for sure,
problems
for
then.
sure. You know?
They had a little squad. They had a squad. The Trojans
Yeah,
did.
so the squad was just going back and forth, back and forth. It was, you know, what it was.
Right.
All
Okay.
right.
So, but playing Pop Warner, I mean, you know, born and raised right there, it was like I knew everybody. So, you know what I mean? Like, I might
Yeah.
be a little hard up and forget little names. It's been a while, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's, you know, I was born and raised right there in that, on the west side.
Well,
So,
yeah. Going to finish. Going to finish. But I got a good question.
oh yeah, so you know, like I grew up in that corner house across Vine Street was on Desmond Street. That was my pops, my grandfather, Mr. Jenkins, my
Yeah.
you know, my father, my uncles. We was on Desmond. We
Yeah.
stayed across the street from Frico. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't know if you're familiar with Frico, but we stayed across
I
the street
remember
from Frico.
Frico.
Yeah, yeah. So
He a legend.
yeah, yeah, for sure he is. So
Yeah.
I used
Rest
to
in peace.
hop the fence, go walk across a school, hop that fence and be on Desmond, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the people on my side was George Fields, Big Geo.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, Gio.
yeah,
Yeah.
his backyard was my backyard.
Oh, is that right?
Uh huh.
Okay. Okay. I know where you at now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gio came on. Now, yeah. Gio been on.
Yeah, he been on for a
Yeah.
long time, man. Long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah.
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 So,
Oh deal.
so when did you So you said San Fernando Junior High, huh?
Uh huh.
Okay. Did you have the regular nuclear family? Did you have pops at home, moms? How was that?
I had moms, but to me it felt like I had moms and pops because moms is right here on Juices at the Garmo. Whenever I wanted to see pops, I just go across Vine Street Elementary School and I see pops, uncles, grandfather, grandma. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
it was basically like they wasn't together, but to me it seemed like shit. I'm like not even about 100 feet away from them, you know, from pops. So
Oh, wow.
you know.
That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah. Low key, I mean, back in the days, we had one of the major hot spots over there on Disney. You
Mm.
know,
Yeah. Yeah. Desmond was kind of hot.
man, hey, listen, on Desmond, man, they raided that house so much. I used to see them take my family to jail. I used to see them take to jail so much, man. Yup.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to run around. I don't know if y'all familiar with Big Rudy from Desmond, but
Big Rudy. Rest
yeah,
in peace.
yeah.
Nigga,
So
that's my G. Hell yeah.
I used to run out the house and jump his fence, jump his wall, and be in his yard watching him take my family to jail. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Hell yeah. I know Big Rudy. Man.
Uh huh.
That's
Yeah.
one of that's a legend.
Yeah. He a major legend, man. Rest in
Yeah.
peace. Uh
Yeah.
huh.
OBG.
Yeah. Big Brody
Yeah.
off Desmond. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Big Rudy.
Right.
Big Bolo Rudy.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
you,
The little
but so
bully.
you was around the game as a youngster though. So
Hey,
you seen it front and center from young guys, huh?
man, as a youngster, man, I used to listen. Uh, You know, Big Skimp was right there on Vine Street.
Yeah.
Big Pern was on Vine Street. Rest in peace.
Right.
No Good was over there on the west side. Let me see. Who else was over there? Shit, there's a lot of people. Shit, B. Sam from the west.
Yeah. Hell
James
yeah.
Davis
Big
from the
Sam from the
west. Hey,
West.
listen. Hey, you.
Goddamn West.
Hey, you
See,
hear me? Hey,
hey,
look. Hey,
hey,
look.
I'm glad, hey, cause my question,
Hey, look, Jabani from the West. Hey, there was
yeah,
some heavy
most
hitters over
definitely.
there.
Hell yeah.
We had the Bryan's family from the West. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
too crazy from the rest.
Too crazy from the way.
Hell
Little
yeah.
rat. Yeah,
Lot
yeah.
Ray, Snug, too crazy. Hey, listen. Yeah, I'm born, man. Listen, I used to make like in the desert right there off the 118 freeway. I
Yeah.
used to make little houses in the dirt and all that right there,
Okay, on the
man.
side of the freeway before they
On the
had that
side,
little school there somewhere. Yeah, it
on
used
the
to be a
side
little
of the
field.
freeway. Yeah, yeah.
Well, by Joyce, because by Joyce House on her street, you can walk straight
Man,
through
Joy,
that
I
little
stayed across the street
park.
from Joyce, the bakers.
Yeah, exactly.
Howard Baker, rest in
Exactly.
peace. He got murdered up under that freeway back in the '80s. Man, he got
Yeah.
murdered up under there. Jerry
Yeah.
Baker, Ann Baker, Miss Baker worked at Rutgers Mortuary. Shit, probably about 40 years, if not
Yeah.
longer. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Okay. This is a question I asked. That was nice. I'm glad you shared that with me. Cause
Uh huh.
here go that $1 million question.
Shoot,
How did you become Crip?
man, I be.
Cause you named some solid individuals right there, and where you live, there's some solid stand-up cats right there.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Hey,
So,
listen,
so where your influence came with your cripping?
my real influence came from I don't know if you're familiar with Manor.
Yeah, no, man, come on, man, man, you're around my age.
And
I'm
love and love.
in love,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
love and
Yeah.
love, brother. Manor
Well,
and love. Hey, listen.
he said matter. Hey, before you get started, I ain't gonna get in deep, but I know his sister. Remember one time they wouldn't let me in the party, so I got on the phone, called up my troopers. Man, we took the whole party right there on that little old corner. You were right there. She used to be mad at me like a motherfucker. But yeah, I know
Man,
matter.
hey,
Before he caught that
that
case,
corner, that's my house.
get the fuck out of here.
Man, look in the background, man. What you
Yeah,
mean, man? I'm born and raised
yeah,
right there. Hey, you hear me?
yeah. Yeah. 'Cause we went to, on some real shit. Me and Baby Sam. I called Baby Sam. And then, oh yeah, they got the, we tripped that. It wasn't nobody to trip on once we got up in that bitch. But
Yeah.
yeah, we was on that type of time back then. Yeah, well, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna let you finish. So, Manor got you.
Hey, you hear me? So this the
Yeah,
thing, bro. I'm gonna tell you, like, I was around some heavy hitters. You feel me? So, but
most definitely.
at a young age, they was like, oh, little David, man, get out of here. You know, I was born and raised in that little circle right here.
Yeah,
They were like,
yeah,
man, get out of here. Man, get out of here. So I'm like, man, like, I want to be a part of this right here. They like, nah, nigga, get your ass out of here. So I used to see Manor across the street when he came home from Penn. I'm like, shit, yeah, this nigga different. So he used to be like, man, come here, little Dave, check it out, right? So I'm like, what's up, man? Yeah, you know. So he like, man, listen, I need you to do this and do that. He used to send me on missions.
yeah,
So I'm like, man, this is the only person that's embracing me.
yeah.
So,
I can feel you.
so when he embraced me, and everybody right here that I've been watching is pushing me away, like, man, get out of here.
Yeah,
Like, man. So in the midst of it, my mom, she was real close with Cressita and all them.
yeah,
So at the time, back in the day, at the time, Big Rat was with them. So Big Rat coming around, you know, I'm seeing him and I'm seeing Manor, you know, we over here. I'm listening to them talk back and forth. I'm like, so. But before then, let me rewind it. Man, listen.
Hey,
I used to be dressed up in a time like, man, I'm gonna be this. They like, man, get your ass up out of here. So I'm like, well, goddamn. So I'm like, man, fuck them. Like, fuck that shit. They keep kicking me away. So man, like, man, come here, little nigga. So when he started embracing me and I'm seeing Big Rat like, man, what you doing? I'm like, nothing. He's like, I'm finna go to the park. You wanna come with me? I'm like, nah. He like, man. So He like, man, your little ass scary. You don't want to come to the park with me, right? So,
Mm.
so I'm like, I'm gonna go to the park with you. So I go to the park, Parthenia Park. Matter of fact,
Okay.
so when I see go to Parthenia Park, man, I see a whole different regime on the opposite side. I'm like, well, god damn.
Yeah.
So they over
Right.
there fighting and all this shit. So when they fighting, I'm like, damn, man, like, yeah, this different. I'm like, shit, I want to get put on.
Okay.
Like, man, no, you, man, nah. I'm like, shit. So I went to somebody else. Man, I want to get put on. They're like, for real? Come here. So from right then and there, they was like, hey, he want to get put on the hood. So I end up getting down with Night Train, Baby Mad Dog, and Crip Crazy. I ended up squabbling with them. And that was out. That's how that worked. That was all she
Yeah,
wrote.
that's I see the
Now,
night.
I say, I say this, like I say, I grew up pretty much up under the big CRat, so and dude's a charismatic dude, man.
Yeah,
The way he wore his shit, he was a
yeah.
fly nigga,
He's a
especially when
fly
he
nigga.
was a real fly nigga. Nigga
Yep,
had the smooth way he talk his shit. So yeah,
yep,
I can see how a nigga could be like, yeah, I could
yeah,
be up under nigga. Yeah, I was right there. So
yeah.
so
Smooth
nah,
fly dude.
shout out to the big homie, man.
Yeah, shout out
Yeah.
Big Red, man. He's a smooth fly dude. He was just like
Yeah,
that, but
just smooth and yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
he
So
was more. I think he was more like, man, nah, man, you ain't serious about this. But I'm like, nigga, I've been serious about it as a kid. But you know what though? They didn't think I was serious.
Yeah.
right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
So look,
Yeah.
question, just to get a little deeper, what were you looking for as far as joining the game? What in your mind was you gonna get out of doing that? At that, you could say at that time you thought it was gonna be this or that, or what was you
I mean,
thinking was gonna come of it?
shit. Personally, I just looked at him like, man, like, shit, I come from a family of dope dealers. You know what I'm saying? So watching them selling dope and fighting and doing all that, and people take the police taking my family to jail, I just had the rebellious in me.
Mm,
But I was always humble. You know what I'm saying? I never really
Yeah.
talked too much. I was real humble. Like, and I just used to really observe. So by
mm,
me observing, I'm like, like, nigga, I'm born, I'm bred in this, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I come from a bloodline full of rebellious,
Of motherfuckers
hustlers,
in the streets. Yeah.
squabbling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
No, I'm not
and
no.
me and my mom taking us to the dam. I'm looking at them and at the dam. I'm like, I'm around. I'm playing baseball at the dam across the street. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Yeah.
So
You seeing all
like,
that slick shit.
yeah. So I'm being around it, and it's like, to me,
Yeah.
I was more advanced than a lot of
In the
people my
street.
age because of what I'm seeing and I witnessed.
Yeah.
Like,
What
my family was hustlers. They wasn't using. They, you know, like, keep it a buck. Like, they end up starting using whatever, but it was both.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You know what I'm saying? It was both. So I seen both sides.
Hey, but you know that's a big family. That I know some Jenkins and they had they fair ball on both ends. You had some that was happy with it, then you had
Yeah,
some that wasn't. But it was
yeah.
a they was hustlers.
They,
They was in the streets.
yeah, they was hustlers. They was in the street. Shit, my uncle Boo,
Yeah.
I think he ended up using, um, shit, he ended up using. I'm gonna give you a quick story. My uncle Boo, he ended up using, man. He back there hitting, and then, man, he ended up leaving $50,000 on top of the trash can, and the trash man come and pick it up. He ended up turning it in though.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So this back in the '80s. So my grandfather, man, the mother, he's like, man, hey, man, what the, you back there smoking that shit with old
boy,
grandfather
Yeah.
there? so, so
nigga,
you know, it's like, man, $50,000 in the '80s. That's a
man,
lot of money, bro.
That's a lot of money right now. Shit.
Right
right
now, right
now,
now. So
Yeah,
my
50,000. If
thing
you
is,
got it outside the bank too, 50,000. Come on,
outside
man.
the
Be
bank,
serious.
man. and he turned it in. So my family couldn't even go get it at the time, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Boo
so
Boo was a monster. He was one of the monster deacons though.
yeah,
Like
Boo and
he
Cadro was a
played
monster.
baseball. He played hardball, should I say.
Yeah, Boo and Cadro, big Cadro, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. There was a
You know,
monster. So I'm young growing up watching this, but I didn't too much communicate or talk to nobody. I was just observing. So by me watching and observing, I'm picking up game, but I'm not talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, wow. So me being here, me being at home, me being at the dam, like nigga, this is my whole area. Nigga, I walk from using the Garmo to Van Nuys and Glen Oaks to the Boys and Girls
yeah,
Club. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's
y'all
like
So
shit,
shit
I'm
crazy.
walking, I'm on feet, I'm trooping. But this before we get into the gang shit and all that. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Just before we get into gangster, nigga, I'm trooping from using the Garmo Air all the way to Van Nuys and Glen Oaks, going to Boys and Girls Club. That's what Scotty and them had the little shop right there, the
the
clothing
They
shop
fitness
had
right
the
there
shop and
Arco. They was
everything.
at
Yeah.
Arco
at the Arco. You feel me?
with Chili Johns and shit.
He
Really,
it was
like,
in him. Basically, he
really,
said it was in
really,
him.
I yeah,
He
really,
always had that rebellious side. It was there. That's
really,
all
I
he knew
had
was
that in me,
rebellion.
but the part of it was like I had the rebellious in me, but the other part was like acceptance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like, well, man, it was like, man, come here, come here, little Dave, let me holler at you. So Big Rat was like, man, come here, bro, let me, and from from that point on, I'm like, shit, man, like these motherfuckers over here steady pushing and they pulling. I'm like, well, shit, nigga, what up?
Right.
And
Nah,
you
I
know what I'm
feel
saying?
that.
And, not to bring up like no old shit, but shit, I got down with Mike twice. Rest in peace.
Right,
He
right,
was a squabbler. He
yeah,
was a he was a squabbler. I got mad. I'm like, nigga, ain't
right.
no third time.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey, my turn. Hey, look,
It is
I
crazy
feel you don't, cause look,
Hey, look,
because
Loco Looney, me and Loco Looney got out from Fairly Front, and that's my rest in peace,
oh,
Loco Looney too, man. That's my
rest
nigga,
in
man.
peace
That's my nigga. Me
for
and him
sure.
got on at the mall behind them colors, shut the whole mall down, Panorama City, shut Roscoe down, a band from Gear
Yeah,
there, Orange Dog Tip. We had our little thing, but after that, man, that brother was like
yeah,
this, homie. We was like
oh
this,
yeah,
man. Rest in peace to Loco Looney, homie. Valley
yeah.
Front,
Rest
real
in
talk.
peace, man. Logo Looney was a real dude, man. He was one of the real ones, man.
That's my nigga,
Man,
man.
I miss his
Man,
funeral. You know what I mean?
man. So
But
yeah,
yeah,
same
so
here. That's my
so
nigga, man.
that's where yeah. So that's where everything came and started unfolding for me as a young man. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
well,
So
Nah,
yeah. Once
it's
you
like
turn it
shit.
on
I
at that time,
even
shit, it ain't no
what's his
turning it
name?
off.
Diesel, rest in peace. He sent some young niggas. He sent some young people at me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hey, he was at. Hey, yeah. When Diesel said something, niggas moved, homie. They
they moved
come
on
on
it.
for Diesel.
Hey, look, hey, you
Yeah.
hear me?
Fuck yeah.
wow. Hey, you know what? That was like my next question. I was gonna ask you shit, because you were still living in Pacoima,
Yeah,
and I'm
Yeah,
knowing all the youngsters around you, because I know some of the youngsters in your age group was really with the shits. So I was wondering, like, damn, when you made that decision, like, how was that walk to school,
nah,
and how was
listen,
that walk to
hey,
wherever the hell you had to get around to? Because
hey,
damn.
nah, hey, you hear me? Hey, look, hey, look, man, and I'm gonna speak the truth, right? So, uh,
Excuse me.
by way of who was that?
my shit
Let me
keep,
see.
mm,
So I'm gonna say
my shit keep going in and
majority
out.
of the dudes that I know, man, they was into football, sports, right?
Right.
They was pushing and they was banging, they was pushing, but they wasn't pushing. They wasn't pushing like that, bro. And
Okay.
that's a fact, bro. I'm gonna tell you that's a fact. That's a true fact. So listen,
let me iterate on that. I bullshit you not.
no,
What
listen.
you just said, but Joe, no, what you just said, no disrespect to none of my homies of that era. I was about to say, when I look back, I said that era was like a cushion. That was like a cushion. Because my era,
That's 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 who
and then
we
you gotta
looking.
figure,
That's who I was
my
looking
era is
for.
basically the Baby Sam era.
Right.
That era, Lil Shaq, Lil Messi, all them. That era,
Damn,
that was a different breed. You feel
yeah.
me?
Mm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
My shit keep
the
going
ones
out.
I'm playing football with and baseball. I ain't nigga, we y'all not on that y'all not on that mission like that. Like
Yeah,
Real talk.
yeah.
like you know like Big Beat Brazy, Diesel and all them that's moving like that. It's like Lil Messi,
But see,
Shaq.
Lil Messi
Uh,
older than you.
look,
Them,
At my age.
you know,
yeah.
like that's
Shit,
the truth.
I'm gonna say, other dude and Lil
what's
Pooh
his
Rider.
name, man?
You know,
I think
damn, man.
he Pooh Rider cousin, man. He went down for a murder back in 93, 90. Um, he been down about 30 some years, bro. They caught him for a murder way back then too.
My,
But huh?
Go
my,
But yeah, so the ones I play sports with, bro, you know me being a solid dude, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. They wasn't on that mission
Right.
like that.
right.
They was
That was
more
more into the
sports and
sports and
Yeah,
shit.
hanging out,
Okay.
going
yeah.
to house parties and all that. You know what I'm saying? So at the way like me, I'm catching the bus from the Valley to Watts. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So by me catching the bus out there, and then I'm stealing cars, going back and forth. It was like I got introduced into a whole different ball game.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
well,
Right. Right.
goddamn. So I'm like, well, shit, this is this hit different right here. You know what I'm
uh,
saying? So
yeah, I was hey, that was I was gonna ask you that too, cause you got put on it at Sepulveda Park or Parthenia Park.
yeah.
I was gonna ask you, did you have to go to Watts and make it official, or
Nah.
or
It
what
was
was that
official
like?
because you gotta understand. We had the White family, which is Big Bozo, Mad Dog, and Killer. Like they came from there and moved into projects, and that's how
And speaking of,
everything
that's the
originated
truth. That's the truth.
back in the early
That's the
'90s. You
truth.
feel me?
Right,
Back.
right, right, right,
Yeah.
right.
So
Hell yeah.
when they came, like you know, you got Big Bozo. He you know he in a wheelchair, but long story short, it was like he was pressing the line. This is a little before my time. This is in the '80s,
Hey,
so
he
they
was,
went
homie. He
they,
was, bro.
yeah.
We all
I mean,
remember that. We all know that name. Remember that name
hey,
and know
look.
exactly.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
that's a
Hey,
fact. That's
Rat,
a fact.
that
So
motherfucking Cadillac. That goddamn
once,
Cadillac.
once I
So,
did my thing and introduced it was like know your history for you to press real hard.
on the
You know what I'm
real.
saying?
You
So
got
you'll
to.
know what you pressing hard for.
Real talk.
And that's what it
Mhm.
was, bro.
When you
So
learn
once I
something.
learned that, and I'm like, okay, and then me being back and forth, and I got introduced to this. And when I'm introduced into a whole different element to this, it's like we are no longer friends like that, bro. So I separated
Right,
from my family, bro. I got a lot of family, like my brothers and sisters. I got Aaron, G Monk, rest in peace. Timothy, he got 47 on life. God bless his soul. He should be coming home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they all up under G principle. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
yeah.
all
Yeah.
under Piet. Right, right, right,
Them
right.
all my brothers and sisters. So it's like, man, well, so um by me, you know, like them my brothers and sisters, but at the end of the day, it's like when I separated Michael Tatum, you know what I mean? China Mike, that's my cousin. Like,
See, so
you know, I
God,
got
yeah.
my
So
whole
it's
family
both
from right
ways.
there, bro.
Both sides. Like I
So
say,
I
hey, Rat. Like
so
I say.
in the
Every
midst of me, in the midst of me going into a manhood and transition, I just separated from my family. Like, man, like I'm on some whole other stuff. So like y'all stay out my way. So in the midst of me doing what I'm doing, if y'all not around, like it's a blessing. Like you know what I'm saying? For me, but
Right. Right.
it didn't
Right.
stop
Right.
me from
Right.
doing
Right.
my movement. You
just
know what I'm
stay out the
saying?
way. That's what it's called. Stay out the way. Y'all
Just
stay
stay
out
out
the
the
way.
way,
That's
bro.
real.
Because at this point, at this turning point, like man, y'all all pushed me away. So my hatred came from that.
Come
Like,
on.
bro, like I'm born and raised here. More than anybody that's banging this or claiming this, like you from Van. When I say, hey, where you from? You like, I'm from Juan Peru. I'm like, who your people? Oh, I'm in Van Nuys. Nah, nigga, I'm from here, bro. I'm from here. What you banging? I'm from there, bro. I should know your mama, your daddy, your cousin, somebody.
Come on, for real.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
For real.
So if you like from Sherman-Oaks, Van Nuys, or like, bro, you banging something that you don't want to be a part of that, bro.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? I'm coming through, and that's a fact, bro.
So
That you can do your homework. That's a fact.
so now so now being a grown man, hindsight 2020, why do you think why do you think uh the West Side Pacoima cats was pushing you away? Why do you think they was like, nah, Dave, you can't be a part of this? Or what do you think? Why do you think they was doing that?
Just because I used to be quiet, I used to be real quiet, mellow, like. But I was just more observant. So, but at the time, you know, if they would have embraced me, I would have been a Christmas most right nightmare. I don't
Right,
give a
right,
fuck, bro.
Come on.
I just want it was
right,
just in me.
right,
It
right.
was just in me. So when they
You was
accepted me, I just said it is what
Shit,
it
get
is.
my
Like,
you
but
was
you know what I'm
all
saying?
in.
Like, bro, you gotta understand this. You gotta understand this,
damn my
bro. Like,
shit.
my brothers and sisters, they was younger than me, but they from there. My older cousins, they from there. Yeah, everybody I know is from there,
Come
bro.
on. That's the truth.
So, bro, why would you do me like that? And then going, going, going up, and then when I look back, y'all embrace so many people that ain't even on my type of level, bro.
Ooh. That's,
You feel me?
yeah.
And that's what got me so mad, like, bro, like y'all let these party goers, y'all let these mascots be a part of that, nigga, not me. Nigga, you crazy? And I'm just keeping it up, bro.
No,
That's the
for real
truth,
though.
man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And that's my story, man. I grew up in this house right here, man. Users in DeGuamo Avenue. I was there when
That's right.
Bond Streets was Bloods and Mexicans.
Vine Street
All the
Mafia.
Mexicans, all
Yeah,
the
Vine, hey,
Bond Street
Vine
boys.
Street Mafia. Vine Street Mafia Bloods.
They
That's what
Hey,
it's called.
so
Bloods. I
so
know all
now
them. I know Puppet, Casper, I know all
For
them right
real.
there.
For real. Oh, same here, homie.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Like I say, hey
Yep.
y'all, I've been knowing this dude's mom for the longest. His mom and his little sister, my wife, and they always with the Bears and all that shit. I didn't
Man,
know.
yeah, man.
Real talk. Salute to Sandra. Real talk.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
Sandra
do
right here.
Y'all
y'all
know
hear
that.
me?
Hey, listen,
yeah,
hey, listen, she had
Yeah, but
the biggest block party in '92 in history out there.
See?
That's
Wow.
a fact.
damn.
You had big, little, Manor was there. Matter of fact, Manor just came home. It was part of his party.
Right.
But we had everything on the west, right? Dion, Tatum. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay, the homie.
You got the even younger version, which is Dulo, man.
Okay.
Christopher Parker, Dulo. That's my little brother, man. You know what I
Real
mean?
talk. Real talk.
Yeah, man, I know everything over here, bro. Everything. From the Mexicans to the blacks, man.
Come
I know
on. You
everything.
grew up there, homie, like they say. You didn't get embraced by us. So
Yeah.
the blue team
So,
embrace you, and it is what it is. That's part of how life
yeah,
is.
and the blue team came right was in the projects in the 80s. From moving from projects to over there on Penny, Fillmore and Bradley. You know what I'm saying?
Man, because my tick had a tick stay right down the street. Kim, Green Eye, you know the homie, right? We was right down the street from y'all.
I know all
Come
them.
on, man.
Uh-huh.
We remember back in, I'm
Yeah.
playing. I'm gonna be quiet. You know how it was. Yeah, real talk.
Yeah.
We,
Yeah,
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 because we
yeah,
stayed. We was over there off of Fillmore too at Kim House.
yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
much love, bro.
My history, my bloodline go a long way in them streets right there, bro.
For
Long way,
real.
bro. I respect a lot of people from there, but I had to earn mine. That's why I ain't gonna give it up.
Mm.
Huh.
I had to earn it. Blood,
I
sweat, and
heard
tears.
that. I
Yeah.
heard that.
I had
As
to
you
earn
should.
it. Blood, sweat, and tears. You feel me? So I ain't giving mine up. Mm-mm. Nah.
Nah,
Mm.
man.
Chris,
That's
Chris,
much respect.
Chris Murray, Chris Murray, he was a smooth cat. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to on a different scale, a different level, like that's his name. I need my own.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but that's how that went, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm just keeping but man, I know everything and everybody around there, bro. I mean, listen. The biggest, y'all can quote me if I'm wrong, but man, the biggest hitters, man, came off that West, man. You
Came
know
off
what I
that
mean?
west.
Yep, you got Jabali, you got Perm, you got Baby Sam. Hey, listen, you got you got No Good, you got Big Skim. Hey, listen, you got Danny Miles. You want me to keep going?
We good. Yep, you straight. You good. You ain't got. We know. Yes, sir. We good. We good.
Yeah,
Hey,
Come
We
on.
that nigga
good.
name. Hey, he name. Hey,
Hey, listen, bro. He ain't lying, man.
can't argue with him.
He's not
Can't argue
lying.
yeah,
with him.
yeah.
Shit.
Can't argue with him.
So I
So
mean, at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, I'm older, man. I'm 46, man. You got Lucky, my dude, man. Lucky, my dude. I hope you beat that case for
Yes,
sure, man.
sir.
But yeah, he went to Hawaii for at a young age, man, for that staffing on that teacher. But you know what I mean? But rest in peace, Pooh Rider. He was a good one. You know what I mean?
You got
You
history,
know,
baby. Hey,
so
you got history, homie. You got history with this. Real shit.
yeah,
Part of this.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure, for sure. But
real talk.
nah, man. So how'd you make the decision to head down south? When you decide that, or
oh my
what was
mom,
the
my
turning
sister.
point?
So at this time, I ended up I was moving stuff back and forth from Cali to New York. So I ended up getting trapped off in New York. You know what I'm saying? So when I got trapped off in New York,
Damn.
my mom, my
You was
sister.
taking long trips.
Yeah,
You
for real,
was taking
for
long
real.
trips.
But I was touching money back then. I was touching money, but anyway, I ended up getting trapped off. I got trapped off with an AR-15 out there, and
Ooh,
I ended up had to pay for attorney. I paid for attorney, and um, first they was talking about 2 years. So I'm like, shit, but then I did the fingerprint, and they got my record from California.
They said, "Oh
That
no."
shit shot from 2 years to 15. I'm like, God damn. Like, so in the midst of fighting my attorney, I had to pay the attorney. He like, man, let me figure something out. You didn't tell me you had something like this back in Cali. You know what I'm saying? At this time, I went down for two shootings. The one on Van Nuys and Glen Oaks and one out there in Lancaster. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So, but the one in Lancaster, the one I caught on Van Nuys and Glen Oaks, I ended up doing 5 years on that. But then I ended up catching another one. When I came home, I went right back, caught another one. And on that one, they was I beat 60 to life on that one.
That's right.
Yep, yep. But I ended up doing 12. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so when I got out from that, I was just in a dope game and I was flying back and forth, back and forth. I got trapped off of the AR-15. So they was trying to give me 15. I got to pay an attorney. So once they fingerprint me, all this in Cali popped up. I'm like, man, listen, like he was like, man, you didn't tell me you had all this in Cali. I'm like, honestly, I didn't think that shit was gonna pop up like that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, they 15. They offering 15. I'm like, I ain't taking no 15. He said, well, listen, let me do something, you know, and I'm gonna get back with you. So what happened was he changed my judge, and when he changed my judge, the offer on the table was 5. I'm like, man, I take 5 right now.
Jumped
You know
on
what I'm
that
saying?
five.
The motherfucker.
Yeah, because I know what's going on right there.
Huh.
But and not only that, like my attorney explained to me that if we prolong it, you got a good chance of the feds picking it up. So if the
The
feds pick
Fed.
it
Yeah, I was gonna
up,
ask you, was it Fed or what
yeah.
happened
So
with
they,
that?
they said if the feds pick it up, they could strike me out because it's no jurisdiction. See, right
Right,
now I'm outside of California jurisdiction. You feel me?
right,
So
right.
with that being said, I'm like, well, shit, I'm gonna take the 5 right now then. And I
So
took the,
you did 5 in New York in the New York pen?
I did 5, yeah. I did 4 years, 8 months out there.
Damn, what's the difference between the New York pen and the Cali pen?
Man, it's a big
He
difference.
said,
First of all, when you go to the Cali pen, you already know like it's a you're gonna hit the yard, you're gonna be like, hey, the Bloods, the Pyrus over here, the neighborhoods, the gangsters, the Hoovers, Compton Watts over here, you know what I mean? The Valley right here. So everything is sectioned off and you know where to go. And then plus we got a line drawn outside of us being segregated from the gangsters, the Hoovers, Compton Watts, the Pyrus, the Bloods. It's like we still got a line right here against the Mexicans. So we move as a
Right,
unit. Regardless of how you feel right here as a Hoover, a neighborhood, we all squabbling against a whole different race. So we move as a unit. And with us using that moving as a unit, we smashing everything. We smashing everything that's in front of us. That's a fact. You feel me?
yeah, yeah.
So when I go to New York, it's like the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, and the Bloods, they all against the Crip. The Crip is a house
Wow.
cash. So when the dude was like, "Hey, you bang?" I'm like, "Yeah, nigga, of course." Like he said, "Where you from?" I said, "I'm from Los Angeles." "Where you from?" He said, "I'm from Buffalo." I'm like, "All right." I push on. So he came back to me. He's like, "Man, what's up?" He's like, "You're blood or Crip?" I'm like, "Nigga, I'm a Crip, bro. Like, I just talked to you over there." So he like, "Well, man, you know, they be tripping on Crips living here, but um, you cool." I'm like, "Yeah, all right." Like, so so he push on. So I see him over there hulling. I'm like, yeah, that don't look right.
Right.
So so I start putting my stuff up in the locker. So then when dude go to the bathroom, I shoot to the bathroom. I'm like, yo, bro, how this shit go, bro? Like, I don't, I'm from Cali. I don't know how y'all rock. He like, oh man, it go like this, and I just fire. Boom. Fire. Boom, 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 boom. So the other homie, his homie jumped in. Boom, boom, so I'm swallowing. And another dude came and hit me and cut me. Pop. Cut me right here.
Damn.
With a
Damn.
razor. Yeah.
Oh, he went for that jugular, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, shit, so when you see all Crips in New York, you see a lot of them that been in the pen, you see them with this. Because like nigga, they marking us. So when we go to other places, they like, nigga, he can't stay here. He a Crip. You know what I'm saying? So
damn.
it was basically like most Crips denounce their hood and be like, nigga, I'm Muslim. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm like, nigga, like like Muslim. Like, nigga, I can never be no Muslim. Nigga, I'm a
So,
Christian.
so you know how I
So,
feel being a blood in my days coming up. That's how I was
man,
in
hey,
my days.
listen,
Niggas wasn't being no,
listen, hey,
niggas wasn't
Braves,
be
hey,
no
you hear me?
blood. Yeah.
Hey, hey, boy, it was, man, when you gave that story, you talking about, man, you hit that module and you had to make a name and make a way for him. Yeah, I felt every bit of that.
I appreciate it.
Man, I
It
felt
was
every bit
different,
of
bro.
that. And see that need to go. That need to go as far as like not being unanswered because you made a way for the power rules for a lot of the power rules and hit them modules, bro. And I felt that. You feel me?
I
Man, he said the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, and the Bloods was all against them. God damn.
Yeah, but you know that so that go unanswered, bro. Like when B Brace was talking about, man, when he hit the module and niggas like, who what? You like he made a way for everybody in this circle
Right.
to come to jail and hit that blood module because he made that way. He built that tooth and
yeah.
nail, blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
Man.
I didn't have no big homies.
Nah,
I didn't have
nah.
that
See,
luxury
but see
of
that
having a
that go
big homie.
that's not to be unanswered, man. That you got to answer to that, though, bro. You made that movement,
You know, it's like
you know.
but like I said, when you was in New York, that's how. Now, not only a nigga went through that, nigga, I still got to go through the crib because this
Yeah,
how you was in New York, nigga. Them cribs, nigga, them niggas wasn't playing. Them niggas wasn't playing. Them niggas was banging harder than the crib, banging harder than. I'm
Hey, Bray, look who I got right here, though. Look,
Hey, what's up, Whooper? What's
Look at
up,
what's
fam?
up, homie.
What's
Look at
Damu Keyway, nigga. You
yeah,
understand me?
yeah, that's what's happening, man. That's what's happening, man. You know,
Hey,
well, you
look.
know, yeah.
Go ahead, Rat.
Go on,
Hey,
finish.
hey,
Nah,
We,
hey,
man. That's deep.
hey, mom. Where you at?
Yeah, where mom
Let
at?
me see. Come here.
Where's Sandra?
Hey, what? Man, hey, where's Sandra? Sandra put on out there. Yeah,
For real,
that's a
homie.
whole fact.
Shit.
Yeah, that's a whole fact.
For real, homie.
Yeah.
Sandra wasn't no joke.
Huh?
Shit.
Hell
For
nah.
real, homie. Some lock man, stage man. Come on. Mama said,
Huh?
y'all was out there. See, when I stepped out, see, here go another difference. And hello, how you doing, mom?
look at
Hi.
Sandra. What's up, Sandra? How you doing?
Uh, hey, listen. And you want to know more history? Right
Hey,
here.
for real. Salute to mama.
That's a whole fact.
Hi, Sandra. How you
Hi,
doing?
how
Long
are
time.
you? I know, I'm doing
That's right.
good.
That's right. That's right. Shit.
We need her perspective too. We need to line her up so we can hear her perspective
Hey,
when
hey,
she.
hey, 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 yeah, hear her perspective, man. Hey, listen, hey, she been on that movement for a long time. Hey, you know what? She been on my movement too.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, hey, listen, she been traveling from penitentiary to
Come
penitentiary,
on,
bro.
man. Come on,
Man.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So I salute. Sandra
Yeah,
ain't
hey.
playing, bro. Sandra don't
But
yeah.
play.
that's
I was
why.
just I was thinking that. I'm like, damn, you way in New York. Visits had to be few and far in between being way the fuck out
Man,
there, huh?
flying. She flying.
But I ain't bull crapping. Hey, Bone, you need to get a hold of her because we need her perspective so we can go deeper than when I even came
Hey,
around.
look. Hey, listen.
Talk to me.
Her roots gonna go deeper than mine.
For real, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Come on,
yeah,
man.
that's your roots. Shit, that's
Yeah,
where your roots. Yeah, your roots
exactly. That's
start
why they
from
gonna
her.
go deeper. They gonna go deeper, bro. They
God
gonna
damn right. If it wasn't
hey,
for her, you wouldn't be a root.
exactly, man.
hey,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
if
like,
she
man, listen.
if she willing, we could line it up.
Hey, man, a lot of people. Hey, listen, a lot of people respect that